his points are mostly weak, minus a couple. Shout out to everyone who checked out my ASMR channel. Random little plug in the middle of this video. I have another ASMR video coming on portable clone consoles like the Trim UI Brick and the, can I get one right now? The Miu Mini and the Miu Mini Plus. What are you showing? Are you just going to show my whole
Enlisted while watching?
I have a lot to say on them, and yes, this time I am going to do a soft-spoken video and not whispered. I listened to the criticisms in the video.
I don't think that guy did fair use with Rich's video.
Who? Fucking Harmon
guy.
Yeah, he doesn't know the difference. He doesn't understand what actually.
That's not fair use. He's just playing the full video.
He's just playing full videos. Yeah, he doesn't.
I have no intention.
Commenting on it, but it's still technically not fair use.
I know. I'm not like.
Well,
he is stopping it in an adequate amount, but like not making it not transforming
let me do it. Fair use requires you to use as much of the content as possible to kind of make your thing, you know, use as low as possible, like, but he's showing the whole video.
Yeah.
How exactly?
That's not fair use.
Technically, with him breaking it up the way he is actually fair use. I have to be an advocate for all of it, but the way he does it is very weird. He's not like he's stopping it, but he should be doing more in depth.
Yeah, he should be cut. He's leaving the whole video in, even though because
yeah, but I think the actual fair use is still being acquired. It's still minimally being acquired, but I don't know. I think he is putting it out, making wild accusations. Like just wild accusations.
Just like the concept that we knew of, you know.
Yeah, like and it's not making any sense, really.
The unveiling, like the eventual release, right? Like, how could you go through all of that?
So weird.
That was before all of that, and secondly, yeah, who knew?
It is very weird. He is very weird.
They weren't. Nintendo wasn't even sure. The game devs weren't sure either.
And Phantom donated $5 through Super Chat.
Yes.
Is this the same?
But yeah, welcome everybody. I do not have like anything up right now. I think I'm gonna start doing
this is pretty painful.
Start doing a followers goal and putting that up. I feel like I want to try to get like 5 new followers a day. That'd be like the stretch, you know. But it'd be worth it for me at least. What do you think there? Okay.
It's gonna be harder to get followers a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it's gonna be almost impossible.
We'll do the game journalist one first.
To get followers per day.
So maybe I should just turn the game
yeah.
off. Maybe if I turn the game off, things will improve.
And you know what I love?
You really have to have a stream. You really have to have a stream take off.
Yeah.
Please do. Please watch and hate. By all means.
That would be maybe I could do it as a monthly goal. Maybe do like 10 monthly, 20 monthly.
This literally is a situation.
I don't know. I got like a lot this month. Let's just put it like this. I got a lot more last month than I did in a very, very, very long time. So like a lot more than I have ever gotten. You going to sleep? Hello? Hello? What's up? Yeah, it should be. It's fucking hot up here. I feel like I'm like... I haven't touched the heat at all. Don't know why it's... Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. It's insane that it went back to 80. Dad, I don't know why it went to 82. or even went to heat. Yep. What? Yep. Yeah. Yep. What the actual dick is going on? Why does my shit just keep getting shot? And from fucking where? What the fuck?
I'm not even a big Mario Kart fan, and I know you can get fucking fisted with those. That's my biggest gripe with it, and the rubber banding.
That's bullshit. I don't think that should have fucking just happened. Where the fuck are you shooting from? They hit individual ones of the individual people. Fuck.
I could have swore that was the thing with previous generations of our previous.
Nope, I just watched some for stat just get fucking motherfucker.
Huh? Yeah, so 150cc, they know all the shortcuts. I lost robust moves.
So he's on 150cc games. Fucking Phil, right there, Fuga?
Yeah.
How was your stream, by the way? I watched both of it.
It was good.
You enjoyed it? Did you have a good time?
Yeah, I did.
Nuts. Got him. Again. Good. Get out of that. And then I also want to do the TTS. I want to get that included. I know I don't have a lot of people that are like constantly donating, but having it there would be pretty cool to have. Yeah.
Are you kidding? The shortcut puts you into the wall. Why would you ever use it? This is all of them, but drives directly into me.
It's an obstacle. It's an obstacle in a racer. Dreamcast would help. This Dreamcast guy here is so dead. I hate Mario Kart.
You gotta be fucking joking, man.
What a fucking idiot. Oh, why is he so much faster than me? What the hell? Bullshit. Wow.
Everyone's supposed to get the same speed with yeah, so you play Switch, right? Fuga? You played Switch and shit, right?
I played it in the past. I also emulated it.
So what's your take on the new games that are coming out for it? What do you think about the new Mario Kart?
It looks like Mario Kart.
You think it's
not anything really special.
No? see. You don't think it's it's nicer with the amount of people that are able to play at once?
No. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that's an improvement a little bit if you think about it. A little bit of a, damn. Yeah, so my birthday's on the 23rd. And I decided to throw a party at my at my place for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, invite everybody.
Yeah, I'll make sure. No, if I suck, I want to throw it. I don't want to take out. So you can
It says turn on auto steering. I don't know what it is. How do I turn it off? It's the menu. I don't know what that is. So I'm by default. I didn't turn anything on or off. Come on, my first win. Can we get some support for my first win in Mario Kart?
I think the only thing I wish I had was more things to drink, and I forgot to grab more shit to drink today. Yeah, what do you think about that Minxie thing?
Oh, what about it?
What do you think about it? Like,
What did they do?
do you have any takes on?
I don't know what they did.
They closed their channel.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or it's, you know, ended it for the time being. I don't know exactly why, but you know, the true reasons other than that they got a 9 to 5 from what they were saying, you know. But it's just like sort of weird that you know, even with the 9 to 5 that you just stop streaming, you know. Still weird. The other half of it, why I think it's weird, is because like I'm still in her Discord. If it's, I believe I'm still in her Discord. Damn it. That was not a good drop.
Watching it.
The Banana King. You know who the Banana King is, right?
Who's that?
Luigi.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like, don't you want to see me drink? Don't you want to see a recovering alcoholic get fucking pissed off?
Yeah. I'll do shots for donations. Yeah, let's do it. $5 shots. Let's go. I just chopped them in half with my aircraft. Yeah, this game is a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I thoroughly enjoy it.
He cheated. He's a fucking cheater. A blatant fucking cheater.
He's a blatant cheater. A cheater. He's a cheater.
Robust moves.
Robust moves. I wish I had my phone right now. I can't see if anyone's chatting except for on sidebar over here. No. I'm just smoking them.
Martin, the guy who did Mario.
I am probably I love the fact that I'm actually good at doing this fucking like shit. Like I'm pretty good at flying. Oh. Uh-oh.
Listen, how about this instead? Enemy bombers are approaching. Thank you for being a member for 20 fucking months. Thank you.
What the fuck?
Perfectly, I was in first. Blue shell hits me, I'm done. Trash. I played perfectly, I was in first. So first race I was cheated because I was in third. Shell hit me and put me in sixth. Second race, I'm in first place and blue shell hits me. There's nothing I can do. What could I have done to play that better? Nothing. I got cheated.
Through Super Chat. Before Kelly Boy speaks and told it was Jim Taylor, was Cortana and Taylor got saw me last week for their line.
Doesn't make any fucking sense. The fuck was he? He looked around, huh?
Exactly what I expected Nintendo to make. A successor that's more powerful, has a better screen. It's what the Switch 2 should be. Am I saying I'm going to be madly in love with it and play it all the time? Probably not. Because I have other options. But, you know, it's what will must make the right choices.
How was your initial hands-on reaction? I missed your unboxing.
Ask the muscular Asian man.
I need to talk to Seals.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What's going on? Anything crazy?
It's something I need to talk to him about.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't like how he treated me the one night.
Yeah.
And it's not me. It's not me coming to him as a mod. It's me coming to him as a person. Okay, yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yo,
What's going on?
what's going on? Are you streaming right now?
Yo. I'm streaming now, yeah.
What's up?
What's good?
Hanging out with you two.
Yeah. I'm still eating my ramen from the day. Yeah, so I'm deciding to start doing food reviews.
Food reviews.
Yeah.
Gross. I hate watching food. I'm
Yeah?
okay with like cake, but I really don't like watching food.
I mean, like, it's not gonna be like a crazy like thing. Like, I'm gonna go to places, like go to like certain restaurants and places. You know, like, I gotta change my soldiers. Change my regiments. I do not want that regiment.
Can't see, now blue shell's gonna hit me.
Let's see. What should I rock?
Oh, there's a Monty
Nope,
Ball
can't
in
rock
there.
that. Can't rock that.
It didn't come out of nowhere. It didn't.
Not the rock.
Sucks, I'm losing all my speed. What
You so obviously saw them from far away, and I'm not even.
Oh.
can I do?
Oh,
I don't have a stage
yeah,
and I
Puka,
can't
I
see.
sent you a message. I was asking what I needed for make sure I'm all set up for Sunday.
Oh.
Yes, my own shell randomly.
Oh, alright, hold on.
Another thing that has happened since almost the beginning.
And then I got hit into a jet, and there was
Of this
no way to
franchise.
avoid it. Right? Fuck this cheating game. Complete blatant cheating.
Okay. I thought you were telling me that you couldn't do it on Sunday.
No, I can. I'll just let you know
Not
what
tonight
time.
with the
I don't
stream
know.
games, but they're downloads, a bunch of shit.
Probably
Well,
next.
one-
Oh, could you do it next Sunday?
I mean, I can, but I'm up for doing it Sunday. It's just I don't. Well,
I have
the
to
whole
compare.
hit me with a blue shell when I was in third
Well,
place.
tell me what I need to
And then hit me with a blue shell when
prepare
I was winning at
for,
first. There was no
so
way
I
to
have make
avoid
sure
it.
my stuff is set
I
up and
would have
stuff. That's
actually
all.
won. So the two races
Okay,
they
I
cheated me, I would have
don't
won.
think you really need
Cheater!
anything.
Oh my god.
Okay, well that's why I was
You out of
checking with
everything,
you.
Philip.
The fucking cheater.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're enjoying this
Yeah.
launch day coverage of Mario
So,
Kart World,
no,
please
it's
support the stream.
Launch day coverage. I want to
His
know
uncle
how
died
he got this thing.
today.
I mean, he
It's
made
tentative
that
that
big to-do about getting
they're
it
Catholic,
stolen
so
out. He was dumb
you
enough
know
to
it's
show all of his
a
information
2-day thing. I'm only
to get
doing
some
day one.
subs over on Kick.
It's tentative
Where did you get it, Phil?
Sunday,
You
but
let
they're
everyone
going.
know everything
They're
else. Where did you get it?
going to a funeral home
Let's
for
get
him
some
to
support from both sides right now.
make
Let's
sure,
get
but it's
some
not like an
subs, let's get some
all-day
super chats, some
thing.
tips.
It's, you
Let's
know,
get $200 to get me to
be
take another
sad,
shot.
look at a dead body, leave.
The fuck? Why are you looking at a dead body?
Oh, Mr. Robo's uncle died.
Oh.
Well,
No DS
yeah,
you
well,
just
now
really
it's
bad at
Saturday,
video games and an
Friday after.
ungrateful
We
PS.
found
I
out,
can't
like,
stand
it was sudden.
Oh my god.
The stress level is just
Sorry to hear that.
again.
Yeah,
I
it's,
am envious. I wish this
his
was
mom's
like my
brother.
biggest stressor.
So,
Damn.
But
Oh crap! I didn't know.
That sucks.
I didn't know. Where'd my items go? Wait a minute.
because it might be Monday, you know, it's, but they're going to a funeral home tomorrow. Like, the first day, which I told my, you know, I'm not doing this full 2 days. The first day is like the
fair. Or there
is
was
the,
plenty
you know,
of
the
time to
wait.
get around it.
So it's like more like come in, look, be sad, I'm so sorry,
Holy
leave.
shit, it's almost
And then
1
like the
o'clock
next is
already.
like
How
the
did that happen?
funeral and post funeral and stuff like that. That's like more of like a whole day affair. I'm just doing the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
So
I feel you.
yeah.
Shitty fifth.
So
Yeah. So number one, it didn't
yeah,
work.
but it might not
I
even
was
be
driving and I
until
was
like
doing the power
Monday.
slide. I got 3
So.
shells.
Phil, can it ever be
Damn.
maybe you're just not good at it?
Sucks.
Oh. Yeah, really.
Like what's
No,
up, Crossing
he would.
Culture?
Yeah, he. I was doing my like
When I suck at a game, Phil, most
volunteering
of the time
thing
it's just that
ish. Basically, I was working at the airport that's near me, and
I don't.
I just had him drop me off and pick me up because I
It's
didn't want to
not
have to deal with
acting.
parking at the
He is
airport.
so genuine
Yeah.
about
And
all
on the
this.
way
The moment I
home,
got
his
3
aunt
green
called,
shells, 2 people
or cousin
popped
called. I don't know.
triple bananas next to me, completely cheating.
His
Say, oh, they got shells, you're gonna
uncle
take us out. No,
Mhm.
we have
and his
triple
wife
bananas now.
had
Complete
8
bullshit. So the
kids.
game used to do this. It still does it. It still cheats at the highest.
Yeah, like
Wow.
the dog analogy I
So,
brought up, like
That's a lot.
and like
stresses out
and
over another, like say you have 2
one
dogs,
of the
one takes the treat,
daughters
and
it has the
they don't
same
realize how
name
good they
as the
have it
mother.
because
So
they're
I
dogs.
don't know.
That's Phil. Like this to him really is his biggest stressor. He's like
I don't pay
a stress
attention.
chihuahua.
General Nutcase donated $5.
You know,
from
I've only
Super
met
Chat.
them like a couple
My
times,
favorite part is
so
when he said the activity
like.
was a juicy
Yeah.
cut he didn't know about. Miyamoto was a detractor.
hmm
He's hating on Miyamoto now.
Wow.
Difficult.
I mean, I bet it's
Then it didn't
like
actually do my power
I
slide.
know Miss Robo's
jumped,
mom,
and with the power
obviously.
slide,
I'm
it
talking about
just
his
dropped it.
extended
It didn't do
family.
it. So 2 things there
So.
that I should have been able to do that I didn't get.
Two.
Complete bullshit.
Because my moves drop all the time in this online for some reason. He's waiting.
Thought he said his moobs dropped.
It's fucking horseshit. It's like drop a move, drop a move, drop a move.
Pretty bullshit. This car actually has really good handling, but I think that's all.
It's so much nicer outside than inside.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like cooling off when you walk outside.
Of course you have
Yes,
triple
sir.
bananas. Of course you do. Even though no one in first ever gets triple bananas, they get triple bananas.
Blaqksheep, you need to throw some pool party barbecues.
That's what I was thinking of.
stretch it.
Mm-hmm.
Better
He's trash.
Yes, he's right.
water.
Of course they get multiple bananas.
Of course they get multiple bananas.
Oh my
Get
god.
multiple bananas.
Thank you also, Art, for being a member. Listen.
I'm
and the thing
working
is,
on a
again,
video.
Maybe this is an act.
Yeah.
I'm
I get
in the
it,
process of writing right now.
Like prior knowledge
Like
to
not a
Phil,
live stream, but an actual video.
But here's
Yeah.
proof that it's not an act. because when he goes viral,
I've been
for how
working on
terrible he
videos.
Plays these games.
Nice.
It's all defensive. Of course, it didn't show before when I was actually.
I need to figure,
where I was doing
make
really
some
well.
more
This is
shorts.
real. This is all real.
Yeah, I need to
It's
get
very
on
competitive.
those.
He loses. This is why he needs Jin, because
Keep
he
doing these
knows
cuts
how
that I do. I
terrible he
keep
is.
doing little
Mario
I think I do
Kart,
clips. I hit the clip button, so
Yeah, you as long as you do that, it's fine. I'm gonna go through it here.
What?
yeah.
I hit the guy in front of me with a shell, and then another shell.
Okay, so
came
I
from
think this is
behind.
the only thing that people need. It fixes
So
everything.
even though I did the right thing to avoid the obstacle in front of me, something I couldn't see.
Okay.
Jeez.
Something he couldn't see. Phil, you
Okay,
need to
me
get your
going
eyes
right.
checked, dude.
He was
I'm gonna
blatantly cheating
try
like
this
crazy.
karaage.
And
See
I'm
how
not
they're
saying that
karaage.
as a joke. Like, didn't people say like he wears like cheap spectacles you get from like the grocery store, and he complains about his eyes?
Great. Oh my god. Well, I'm done.
Let's try this
I
out.
didn't know how sharp it was. Crazy sharp turns. And we're on ice.
What is that?
What? What is
What are you
what?
eating?
No shit.
It's here. Take a look. Karaage. It's chicken. Like, chicken in the rice bowl. This is one of the reasons why I should do the food reviews.
Clouds in the sky. Thank you, Phil.
Usually,
I'm on the beach.
it's a lot more
in this
crunchier.
game. There's the
Uh,
ocean. Thank you, Phil.
I fell asleep earlier.
Come on, get me off the
Didn't
fucking
eat
side,
everything.
Damn it. Pissing me off.
Yeah, Raleigh. He has like the Haddiford brain.
Oh,
I'm
that is
saying
really good.
I somewhat like I've heard that he said this about his eyes
Mm-hmm.
because he's like
Yeah, it's really good.
I see.
he could have fucking Harambe with an erection and like a
Honestly,
right in front of him. I
The
can't
one
see
thing I
it.
wish this was mixed together a little bit, like half and half, because like that's so much chicken. They use so much fucking chicken.
What?
Like
I have
they,
a
I think
shell.
they thought that
What are
somebody
you
was
talking
going
about? How did
to
the red shell not hit the goon?
get how to eat.
It made no sense at all.
So take half the chicken out and
I
make
couldn't
something.
I couldn't see the
With
stage.
it, like
What
a
was I supposed to do
stir-fry.
there?
This is I'd keep it together.
Yes, Phil,
Jesus
they're gonna
Christ,
make
there's
every
fucking so much
course
food right now.
two-dimensional,
And I
not
like
where they're
I
using
drank
Mode
like
7.
I should get a water bottle.
Who needs
What do y'all
challenge,
think?
Phil?
Yeah,
Let's just
water
have one
bottle,
course
water
that's
bottle.
flat for you.
Yeah, water bottle.
What?
I need water.
I was driving straight. The game.
I got
clipped me off
asked
the edge
if,
and made me fall off the track, even though I was driving straight. It clipped me. Gee,
If I found
thanks.
Jesus today.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was very
I
awkward.
could be wrong, and he didn't say anything, but I thought I heard him saying that, like, oh, I need to squint with all this, and then seeing like, you know, a giant ape in front of him, and him saying it's not there. It's like, I mean, that also could be his pride saying, oh, it's not my fault, it's something else. But
Yeah, Bulge, did you see that? Are you kidding? Dude, get the fuck out of here. Number one, it clips me off the track. I'm driving straight and I use the ghost. All of a sudden, the game...
Oh,
well, thank God you're driving straight.
really
Phil.
need a new
Don't drive
computer.
gay, Phil. Yeah, but I was driving while gay.
game says you clipped off the stage or over here.
okay, you're so quiet.
I'm driving straight.
I'm writing.
There's nothing else I can...
The way he's saying it, it's like oh my
do
God.
but drive straight. How can you say that's my
This
fault?
video's gonna be short though, but to be honest, like I'm glad I found the one thing because
Yeah, Phil, that definitely looks like that's your fault.
Savage. Then I got the fire flower I shot. I hit the guy in front of me. He didn't lose any speed. He stayed ahead of me instead of slowing down. Then another person goes by me for no reason. The game is outright cheating, and I avoided the blue shell. I used skill to avoid the blue shell, and I'm still getting beaten by a cheating-ass game. That's awful. Not my fault. Fuck this game.
What was he playing there? DSP crap
Robust
on
moves.
Minecraft, but look at him
Master
now
Betty
playing
donated
it and begging.
$5 through Super Chat. DSP crapped on Minecraft back then. Look at him now, playing it and begging, pathetic low.
Well, I mean, there's games. Hold on 1 second. Oh. Like, for example, I never thought I would put hundreds of hours into a Souls game and then look at Elden Ring. Crash Team Racing, I see it's CTR. Thank you, Punk Gamer. But, you know, I think Phil's playing it because people actually, you know, donate to those streams.
Okay, I'm back, everybody.
Welcome back.
No, I have not seen that, August. Phil's reaction to
Welcome back to Blaqksheep's 1 a.m. stream. What will he do? Will he play games? Will he eat food? We don't know. We'll have to watch.
Hey, thank you, Robo Taco, for the introduction.
What we do know is he now has a water bottle. Let's see where it goes from here.
I got with ice. With that ice, which is pretty much already melted.
Beats my 3 shells, you son of a bitch.
You know what we should do? I don't have my pool open or anything yet. What we should do
this is
is
amazing.
burn everything that I have to burn in my backyard. We'll do a fire pit and I'll cook some food.
Not tonight, but
There you go.
I feel like that'd be a good idea when you have you guys over.
What? Why am I slowed down?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're supposed to
I think that'd be a good idea for sure. Yeah, we'll do like steak. I'll fucking figure some potatoes or some shit, and we'll do it over a barbecue. You know, do some like fucking. We'll make gravy. We'll make like a gravy for the potatoes.
I heard Phil did
I'm making
Banawell
chocolate
today.
milk.
All right, let's hit.
You're making chocolate milk? I made chocolate milk earlier.
Like, what's taking so long?
I made so much chocolate milk earlier.
I mean, I love it, and this is what makes me keep tuning into Phil. But how do you not know this is not a good way to run streams? Guys, I'm a recovering alcoholic. Give me money to feed my addiction.
Maybe I should drink.
Holy shit.
Maybe I should get drunk.
I'm gonna Philip Paul Burnell, you're a man.
That might be a fun time.
How about some subs over on Kick?
I'll do I'll do $5 shots. Let's go, everybody. Donate. Wahoo. Imagine. Imagine how many. If I had someone be like, yeah, drink. Here's $5 per shot. Here's $100. I'd be like, oh, gonna get you back.
You guys wanted to see me try to do this.
I feel like I would have to like give somebody that back.
Hey, streaming audience. What you may have missed is now Blaqksheep is trying to debate. Should he get drunk? Should he drink a little bit? Or should he just not drink at all and drink his water? I don't know. I guess you'll have to watch the live stream and find out.
You should do like voice lines. You could definitely do it.
Do like you should just pick a live stream of yours where like just intermittently I just like narrate what could be happening.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanna
For like the whole
I just wanna tell you, Robo, the reason why I was being short with you earlier is because my keyboard.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't tell Robo that I destroyed my keyboard.
was fucking cock. That's so forgot.
Robo, I destroyed my keyboard.
Why?
I spilled food on it. I was really hungry.
You can just clean it?
No, it was I did clean it. It was fun. It was glitching out and everything. It was beef stew I spilled on it. It really got in there.
You could have let it dry out.
I tried it. I did let it
Put
dry
it in
out.
some
Robo.
rice.
I don't have rice.
will improve. Seems like
I'm just buying a new one, okay?
I mean, that's not.
I'm coming for you.
Like, it's fucked. I tried to let it dry out and it was still doing it.
Oh man, it's the whole beach theme song. Crap. There's so many remixes from old Mario Kart games. It's amazing.
I'm done writing for it now.
It stopped accelerating. I was on it now. It stopped working.
It stopped working.
Oh my god, do you think there's enough shells?
Alexa, turn on living room.
I can't control it. What's going on? No, I can't control it. What's going on?
We're the hydration. I've been drinking and I emptied it. Man, my first piss tonight.
All right, at any cost, hold that position.
Try something I should have said.
And move. Look. The remote is faulty.
Look what happened.
Oh, you gotta be fucking joking.
He's calling the thing the Wii remote.
What a retard. I don't even care. Fuck this dude, Phil. Fuck him. Retard.
Who's installing a Wii remote?
Darkside Phil is calling it a Wii remote. He's calling the Switch thing a Wii remote.
Emote.
The color started going crazy, and the controller stopped working. So I'm just gonna quit and
He
start
just
over.
asks for it, doesn't he?
The controller
He just asked to be called a fucking retard. Yeah, you wanna know what rhymes with retard?
Oh, it's no, it's doing it again.
A Philtard?
Dude, the Wiimotes are all fucked up.
God damn it. I was just gonna say Phil. What rhymes with retard is Phil. Phil rhymes exactly with retard, regardless of how you spin it. His name and the word that comes to that adds, if you look into the dictionary, see his face next to retard.
Hey, Blaqksheep fans. You just listened to Blaqksheep talking about Darkside Phil and how he is stupider than Forrest Gump.
Face of a man enjoying
That's a good one. That was actually funny. He is stupider than Forrest Gump. At least Forrest Gump had some fucking sense. Oh, I just watched the whole building get blown up.
Did he get a 1600 or what?
Apparently, well, it really hints that because his WWE Champions account went up. He spent it all on WWE Champions, and people calculated it, how much money he would have to spend, and with PayPal fees and everything, it came to $1,300. The same he would have got from everything.
So he really did get the 1600.
Yes.
You know, I find Darkside Phil. I find Phil inspiring.
I find Darkside Phil to be a retard. Absolute fucking wet lip, 2-bit fucking retard.
Listen, if Darkside Phil is considered entertaining, then we all deserve Oscars.
Well, I like your attitude there. I like your attitude.
See, he's inspiring.
So, hey, listen. Fucking... Dude, I should drag you out and do a food review with you. Yeah. I said that I dragged fucking Mr. Awesome to one. So, like, you're getting dragged into a food review. Yep, that's how it is. Too bad.
Call of Duty and Madden, yes.
Well, what kind of food?
There's some dudes who don't even really
Probably gonna be Japanese of some sort, or a ramen shop of some sort. Something that ever you can get anything at.
Blaqksheep. Hold on, Blaqksheep. Where I live, Korean barbecue is big here.
That's big too, yeah, absolutely. Korean barbecue all the fucking way.
Yeah, where I live, that's like, there's like really good Korean barbecue.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll do Korean barbecue places. Like, I'm 1,000% down for that. Way down, yeah. Absolutely. If you have a spot,
because there's a Korean population here, so.
yeah. Listen, if you have a spot, I'm interested. 100%. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
Like, I want to do food reviews. Go out and do food reviews. So, like, if you got space for places, that could be fun or interesting to find.
There's a couple places right near me that are like really nice. It's just meat, more meat. They bring you piles of meat. They say, you know, you just throw it on the Korean grill and.
Yep. That's what I want.
More meat.
That's what I want. I want to know where that is, how to get there, and when to get there. We gotta take a.
Hey, Blaqksheep, I gotta ask you a question, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you been streaming at 1440p on Twitch?
It should be.
I wanted to ask you, how would you do that all this time? Because Twitch never supported 1440p.
I thought I was at 1440p. It's like that's what YouTube's at. Well, YouTube should have been like 22. Should have been like 22, but I don't know. I don't know if it fucks around and changes
well, I'm
or
just
whatnot.
saying Twitch never supported that. They have it open now. You can actually apply to get 1440p.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I didn't know they didn't support it.
That's stupid. It didn't.
And for what, Phil? All right,
It did.
we get to do a DSP tries and you watch me eat food.
We got hours to go, but still.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Many hours into this event.
No.
Let's get some support. Notably, TIG support has been absolutely
Yeah, we're not
positively lacking. As you can see, there's one.
I can tell when we're not winning at all, and I'm not interested in the game. But all we're gonna do is keep burning down fucking nothing for nothing. Nothing movement or attacks or whatnot.
Yeah, and you know what,
So
Phil?
fuck
If
that.
it's one person,
Fuck that
it doesn't
game.
matter. You got the support. So.
So guys,
One day this summer, actually,
He banned your
we should
support.
do a very special.
Mr.
We should do a
Awesome,
very
thank you for
special
being
live
the
stream
chief
where we
guest.
find like a
Appreciate you.
couch
Now, there's been
co-op
marathons
game
where I haven't had a coffee because you had me drinking, but literally
that I
no
come
one's
over
contributing to
and
this marathon at all.
we
So,
Dude, you got
hilariously fell together.
$39. Do you realize
Just
that's
get that
what
new
some
Lego
people
game that's coming out.
Don't even make in a week, and they with full-time money still in the States. Do you realize that? And you made that in a day,
Couch co-op.
and then you wonder why people want to say you're ungrateful.
Yeah, so it's
and,
just
"Oh,
like-
I'm the whipping boy of the internet," because you're bitching about making almost $350 playing
Fun
in a
games.
day, playing Mario Kart at 43 years old. Do you not understand that the fact that you made that at 43 years old, you made in a day?
I need to get 130 subscribers. Alice is challenging me to get it in a month.
Is that paid subscriptions?
No, on subscriptions on YouTube.
How many do you have?
370.
You need 500, right?
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to crank out videos. And then doing streams as well.
Yeah.
I'm really gonna grind out this month.
It needs to be more.
Do it.
It doesn't register. It doesn't register.
Like I know a lot of people didn't watch today because you know Jay was streaming, but you know.
Hey, no, there's certain ways to fucking be able to show that support people, bro. Come on.
But you know the people that don't know Jay showed up and watched. So there is that.
Well, I know Jay and I still watch.
Doing manual labor.
Yeah, Joe Nutcase knows Jay and they still showed up and a few others.
Like the real people that show up.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yellow Nutcase tipped at $30 today.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, that's technically 10 subs.
That's sick.
Because I count. You usually get paid like $3 for a sub, and so you know how people do sub goals. Well, I count the bits and money I get as subs as well, so everything counts.
Yeah, so you're really just a everything counts person, yeah.
Yeah, everything counts towards the goal, no matter how people like to donate.
Alright.
And that's just pretty much how I
like. I'd like to think of a way of like the donations there. Everyone already knows that shit. But like, I think I just want people to follow me. Like I know I work and shit, and like I feel you. That shit's a little ridiculous. And like,
I mean, I know I'm doing something right. I'm getting people watching me.
Yeah.
You know, I had 12 people watching the stream when I played Double Agent on the Wii. That's just on the YouTube side.
Yeah.
I think I had like 5 on Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch has gotten a little weird.
Again, that's just
Regroup on me.
Yeah, and I tried streaming once on Kick and I got no viewers.
I was like, Twitch be acting weird.
Not really. Twitch has been like, you know, pretty good for me.
Yeah, well, it's good.
I literally.
Twitch be acting weird.
Blaqksheep, you need a narrator.
You know, that's how shit starts. Is when someone starts hiring narrators.
Yep. Like, hey, all you Sheepy fans. Right now, Blaqksheep is thinking, does he need a narrator to narrate what
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, my ass shot.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
That is doing that hell of a job.
Oh, that Resident Evil 9 announcement.
Oh my god.
I didn't expect that would be it. They fucking faked everyone out.
Yeah?
Yeah,
not for nothing though, that's such a Japanese like gaming company thing to do.
What do they do?
Like,
exactly.
Or like halfway through the stream, they came on and it's like, "Hi everyone, we're gonna share something with you later on for like we're gonna show you something later on this year when the time is right about our upcoming thing for the 30th anniversary of Resident Evil."
Wait, there was the announcement before that was all their games are on super sale on Steam.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and
Konami used to do would pretend like they would show a game like little tidbits of it and say they were a different publishing company. Yeah, like that's such like a Japanese thing to do, like gaming.
Yeah, they just faked it out, like
they subverted everyone's attention.
They had fun with it though, like honestly, they had fun with it.
I
It was
remember
nice.
whenever they announced the Phantom Pain, it wasn't even such like people didn't even think it was a Metal Gear Solid game, and it's like, but if you would have typed, if you looked at the top of it, you would have like put a Metal Gear Solid, it would have fit right in right where the Phantom Pain was at the top.
Yeah, and they said that they were a different company. They didn't say
For
they were
PT as well.
Well,
They did the same exact
PT,
thing with PT.
well, PT was a demo.
Yeah, but still, it was a demo that people didn't even know it was gonna be Silent Hill. Like it was
Yeah,
just
it was
so
gonna be
much
Silent
designer.
Hills. Yeah. Yep.
Son of a bitch, shut out my fucking engine.
Playing a video game. You don't get it. And when you're not,
I don't know.
you don't have
I
the stake
think
grounded,
that
have the humility of how
you know they had
fucking
fun
hard
with
to do
it.
this for a
You
living.
know, I appreciated it. You know.
Yeah, but I did, but they like faked everyone out. Like then they're showing this game didn't even look like Resident Evil, and then they got to the zombies and like, oh shit, this is Resident Evil.
Yeah, but the thing is like I could have told you from the way that the city looked
It is what it is. Too bad.
that was Resident Evil.
When they showed the very first shot,
Yeah,
right,
I
from
can
like
tell.
far back, like you could and you could see the crater.
Yeah, that
Like
I
you
also
knew that
knew.
it was like
100% knew
Raccoon
that
City.
shit. 1000%. Like you're correct. Completely correct.
Now I
I'm gonna be honest though. I don't know why the fuck Jake thought like Leon Kennedy has a daughter. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
I thought he was like put down the line. That was like thing.
He after Raccoon City got blown up, he was traipsing all over the world. He was,
Yeah, I thought he was going all over the world and doing shit, but it
Yeah.
doesn't stop somebody from having a kid.
Yeah, but you're not gonna be like having a kid that like lives like, you know, in the town next door to Raccoon City.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't know. I just
Also,
don't,
the
I
way
don't know, I don't know why.
I need to see how this game's gonna end up being. I actually will be buying that game.
Oh yeah, me too.
Like-
I actually am really glad that they're like they're bringing it back. Yeah, to not necessarily like the mains, like the original story, but they're tying it in, like they're bringing it home.
I'm trying to get to the point where I can get memberships on my stream, and I'm a little bit over for the watch hours. I just need to get the followers.
Yeah, but
I know as soon as when I do the marathon streams, that's gonna be a whole entire thing.
oh yeah.
I'm trying to save my coffee drinks until for their streams. They're just so good.
I wish I could pull up my stream. Right now, my fucking cell phone is dead, so I'm unable to. Fuck. Oh, that's
I
a
still
different
wish, though,
airplane.
I still wish that they would redo Code Veronica.
That'd be really cool.
Like how he looks
Especially with 9
Yeah.
going back, you know,
Phil, there's
Code
people that are way more
Veronica
successful than
wrapped
that, especially
up
you.
the
Way more successful. Like it is what it is.
the Umbrella story.
Right?
Just be like people who Phil would be
Like it removed the original family that did everything, right? That was like the whole basic.
Yeah, so the latter half, or maybe it was the latter third.
When are we gonna
So-
get the When are we gonna get the one where Chris Redfield has to find a partner for Claire to carry on the Redfield bloodline?
Jesus
Fuck.
Christ.
Yeah, right. Where the fuck did that come from? A fanfic?
You never seen
The
those
fanfic
videos?
or some shit?
Like there's a whole entire song. There's multiple songs. There's one where he goes after Leon Kennedy, and it's like, "Come along, Leon, give all your Aryan sperm."
Nope.
I have no comment to that one.
Why?
No,
Yeah.
but Blaqksheep, the last half or third or whatever, Claire, the game, like she leaves where she was like, you know, obviously playing that part of the game, and it's like in the Arctic or something like that, and you go into where, you know, the Umbrella's like headquarters is.
Yeah.
When we go inside, it's actually the mansion.
Yeah.
It's a recreation of the whole mansion, and yeah, and you're looking for the twin.
Oh yeah, I know. I have it. I have it on disc.
It was hard as fuck when it came out too.
It wasn't that bad.
Like, it was.
I'm telling you, I have the original game on disc.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't know, man. The gaming industry is in a weird.
But it was
my
fun,
motorcycle.
and
I
it
need
really
my
like. But yeah, it like totally wraps up. I don't really want them to do Zeros because it's like
Zero's
if
not
you're not
good.
gonna do the first Resident Evil, which is kind of sucky. It's like.
No, I really think they're going to do something good with this, honestly. Like, I think the one thing that we gotta think is that it's like, this is the first time I feel like they're doing the after the bomb drop. Raccoon
I'm
City.
totally 100% looking forward to it.
Like, I needed that. If I was to say I needed a game for fucking... that was specifically for that, like, that's it. This is the one. Like, it looks like it's about the time that they can have, like, some of the best, like, visual graphics to depict what the city should look like directly after all that, or whatever the time frame is.
So it ends up being a dud of a stream.
Oh, I agree, because that's the thing is that Resident Evil, the lab underneath the mansion, there were a lot of experiments that were being done that we never even saw. So even though they blew up, you know, the city, there could have still been things underneath from that lab.
Oh,
that
yeah,
not
absolutely.
The other sources by the time they get around to you.
100%.
It's like, what the fuck am I doing? What's the point of this?
Absolutely agree. Probably a lot of shit that happened.
Way more fun in the first 2 hours playing Mario Kart.
So there's like a lot of like, even though Umbrella doesn't exist, the remnants of Umbrella
do work
could still
on the
exist.
Nintendo Switch too. I actually primarily play with this
Yeah.
little.
That you get.
I just hope that they don't get too actiony with it, and they keep it real, like survival horror.
Yeah, and I think it would be really cool if it's multiplayer.
30 minutes of terrible, cringy stand-up comedy. God, I have so much shit. Oh God, we forgot it. Now
Yeah, but the problem is survival
No.
horror never
No,
it
we go back
never
to here.
translates.
Oh
with,
no. Oh no, no,
co-op.
no, I forgot about
It's not
this.
scary with friends.
No, it's great. It is scary with friends. Let's go.
Yeah, that's when it was.
Fuck you talking about? That'd be great.
Wild, Jeffrey.
It's even better with friends, so you could add more zombies.
The year where people were saying, and now the irony is that E3 is officially dead.
You were a fan of 5, weren't you?
E3 kept on-
No.
We've had the biggest number
Well,
we had in
actually,
XYZ in
yes.
2018.
I actually have 5 in the metal tin still.
There's just, you know what's
I have the Africa pendant from that shit and the Tricell
Sure, no,
bag.
I'm not, but it is. I remember talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, but
shit.
5
When
was
Nintendo's
fun
like,
with
"Yeah, we're not
friends, but I
doing
wouldn't
E3
say
anymore,
that
we're
it
just
was
doing these
survival
directs,"
horror
and I'm like,
scary
"Oh,
with
Nintendo,
friends.
they're so tone
Yeah,
deaf
but
now,
that's
they
because
can
guess
start
what he was
writing on the
doing?
wall, man."
Say it. What was
When they
what was
gave
Chris
up on
Redfield
E3s and
doing?
Started the directs, like they were right.
Killing people?
killing
All that
people?
shit is- I mean, Jeff
Yeah?
Keighley, I mean, I'll give him to his credit. He's trying to keep.
What was he really doing?
that alive.
Killing what type of people?
Just packed with ads and boring.
Oh, we're talking
Okay.
about you're talking about 5 where he's
Things that
killing a
were
bunch of black
exciting or
people.
Things that you kind of already knew about.
Yes.
You mean the one with the really racist stereotypes with the with like the tribal people that make like really racist sounds?
Yes.
They like click and stuff.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Philip
Okay,
God.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because
I don't like
Resident
the. I
Evil
don't
4, Resident Evil 4 took place in like
I could've
backwoods
dealt-
European village or whatever, and nobody complained that they were like shooting backwoods European people. If it was taking place, it's like, would you like to have a game that takes place? Hold on, in like an African country that was like a bunch of white people? People would be like, it's Africa, it should be black people. Like, you know, look, Resident Evil went international.
Yes, it is.
Well, I just don't appreciate the racist the fucking racist tribal people that make clicking noises and stuff.
It's so I just find that it's the people that are making it racist annoying.
100%.
Yeah, but there were in other games there were zombies and shit like that that made clicking noises.
Yeah, but it's not just that.
Like nothing.
It's not just that.
And
So what are you trying to say, that Japanese people are racist?
How people consume content, that's the
Yes.
reason why, but
I mean, they kind of are, but like that's.
Yes, Japanese people are racist.
But they're racist against everybody. They're xenophobic. They're not racist. They're xenophobic. There's different.
You know, especially pre-YouTube, it was everything like, yeah, the internet was a thing. High-speed internet.
Okay, maybe there are a few things that
wasn't the issue.
could
But,
be misinterpreted, or questionable, but the overall arc of, yes, this is taking place before it was backwoods, European village. This is taking place, in Africa. It wouldn't make sense if it was just like a bunch of white people running, you know what I mean?
Running around in Africa.
In that part of Africa, yeah.
Yes, I heard there's already going to be switching
I've heard.
emulators, and Nintendo is really going to send assassins after people.
Oh my god, they throw their bandages.
I have a decapitated Elon Musk at my door.
A what?
Decapitated Elon Musk.
Why?
Oh my god.
Oh, there's a sticker, and I ripped his head off.
Weird. Okay.
This is so
Okay.
Watch, dude.
My evil cousin didn't want him anymore.
Head up.
If you had a better weapon like the Holy Cross right there, you would have been just fine too.
Sorry.
Yeah, like even think about G4, like
They came all over the place.
It ended up being Virtue.
So I heard.
Actually,
I
I would
heard
actually
that.
say Resident Evil 5
like
was actually
popular
the
back
fact
then.
that they
Yeah, it
picked
was popular
after.
because it
I
was,
forget like
all right, I want to find
where
out
exactly.
about
Like
this
I know it's
stuff,
obviously
and
in
this is
like
the only way I could do
you
it.
know.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sorry, I'm just gonna.
and look, there's shows
Fucking
I love.
yelling What up,
Blaqksheep?
Yeah,
I know, I hear you.
Report was in.
I hear you.
I know you do.
Savers.
Fucking
even
loud.
at the end,
And gals.
Still liked it. There was great shows like
getting
that.
grandpa
Oh,
but a lot
excited.
Of it was because
Everybody's
people
getting
had no
grandpa
other
excited.
choice.
Hi. How y'all doing tonight?
We're fucking good, actually.
Good.
Pretty
Good,
fucking
good.
good.
Back here, and I know that
Very,
you-
like very fucking.
I was gonna
Oh,
use my
I'll be
mom
right
if he got
back.
hit by the
Thanks,
boat again.
Paul.
How
See
you
how it
doing,
is.
buddy?
He got hit by the fucking
I'm good,
boat.
man.
No, he did.
I'm good.
Yeah, he did. He got
Busy
hit by
day
the
at work
bird.
today, but other than that, I'm good.
Yes,
Nice.
this is a
I'm not
hard
done
part,
yet.
Phil.
I'm just on my last break, but
I know it is. I'm not saying that's
yeah, it was fucking busy.
But you would think with how many
That's not
times he
bad.
died, like
I'd rather be
something-
busy
And then
than
last
not
night-
busy.
Yeah, true.
The game is
True.
telling you.
Mm-hmm.
And then last night, we had an alarm go off in the building. We were outside for like an hour, and turns out it was just a false alarm. I was like, what? I was so pissed. I was like, dude, what the hell, man? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Like,
what do you mean by it?
You know, because I mean, this is the first time. At first, I was like, "Is this a drill?" And they're like, "No, it's real." I was like, "What the fuck's going on in the building?" Yeah.
It's going down. Sorry.
No. That makes me think of that song. It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
The alarm. It's going off.
And IGN still willing to dish one to you.
That's still annoying. That's what it is, I guess, right?
So, did you end up getting a Switch too, Blaqksheep?
No, I don't like Switch.
All right,
I don't like Nintendo. Like that.
Yeah.
I'm that type of person.
Yeah. Well, you heard me last night. Like, I'm not a big fan of Nintendo. Like, I was, you know.
I don't add to the money pot of Nintendo, so you can sue their player base.
This is like the first time.
Like, that's basically what they do. Where they get their money from.
This is actual games.
Yeah.
Not for nothing though. Honestly. Oh, okay. I guess it's gonna be edgy take. When watching
an edge it.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Man?
So when watching Mario Kart, it just looks so empty. Like it's big, but empty.
Yeah. For me, like, you know, I mean, I forget if you were partly here last night, Robo, when I was talking to Nintendo about or talking about Nintendo with Seals. And, you know, I get the defense, you know, in terms of like, you know, because every other company is doing it. Just for me, Nintendo specifically just rubbed me the wrong way when they, you know, they made their games like the way they went about it. It just it rubbed me the wrong way. I was like,
evil corporation.
You know, yeah, it just and it's like I get that, you know, and it's like I was saying last night. It sets a precedent for video games in the future where other companies are going to follow suit, where other companies are going to be less you know, or more anti-consumer than actually for the customer.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when all three companies were more for the customer, like all three of them, like during the Game Boy years, like those early years, like I think that Nintendo was awesome because those are like that's nostalgic for me. But now it's like, it's the same with, you know, oh, buy $10 for a, you know, graphics upgrade, which it's like, okay, unless you like, you know, I know, you know, I'm not like saying I have terrible eyes, but I can't tell the fucking difference. I'm like, yeah, it looks beautiful, but so does Last of Us 2 or like any other game on like a PS5 or, you know, whatever it is on Xbox, like Series X. It's just like, you know, and then it's like, oh, you know, pay an extra, you know, $10 for a, you know, Wind Waker or the Breath of the Wild upgrade, and I'm just like, guys, like this again. I get other companies are doing it, but it's like you should.
You're never, Dogster. You're never gonna win.
I know.
Like.
Dogster's smart.
Nintendo fanboys will fucking ride or die. Like.
Yeah. And I understand that, and I respect people who, you know, I mean, I'll say it this way, like, I know there's fanboys, and then there's people who are like, can be objective and be like, okay, I'm a fanboy, but I understand the problems.
You understand
like,
reality.
That's how I am with Microsoft. That's how I am with Sony. Like, I understand the problems, but I still, you know, I had the original Xbox. I had a PS1. I had, you know, I had a PS3. Like, those are more nostalgic for me than Nintendo. I only really had a GameCube, and I think at one point an N64, but that was it. You know, other than that, that's all I really had. And
my issue was, I think that they flubbed the release because they really only have one game, right? And then the comparison, oh, well, PS5 and stuff like that. It's like, you cannot compare that at all because of COVID, right? They couldn't get them out. And the publishers of the games, they had to shut down They had to go remote.
Right.
Then they delayed. They had games that were gonna come out, and they had no, they didn't finish up. But the thing is that because they couldn't release games because people didn't have the fucking consoles, so they had to delay them. They went back and made them cross-gen. They weren't gonna be cross-gen, right?
Yeah.
Like God of War wasn't gonna be cross-gen. Horizon wasn't gonna be cross-gen. They went back and delayed them until they just couldn't anymore. You can't count that. They did have games that were gonna come out. They all got fucking delayed because of COVID. You know, you cannot, you can't compare it. And then, they're like hearing like, well, PS5, like it's like no, that was COVID. It was fucked up. 6 days from Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes, Phil.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like, what's the only game Nintendo has at launch? Mario World, and it's like, it's the same
Mario
thing.
Kart.
It's like, yeah, it's the same thing. I mean, I appreciate
that was a choice,
the world
but that was a
of it.
choice.
It's like, but to me, it's like, okay, what else are you offering?
Nothing.
Like,
Pokemirrors.
I'd understand if there was like a Pokemon game, a new Pokemon game, but now it's like. It's the updated version of the one that came out like 3 years ago. It's like Nintendo was always behind the 8 ball in every situation. Like everything, they're always behind the 8 ball. And then the fact that you have to like your physical copy, you have to download that information on like basically you essentially you own the game, but in a very roundabout way. But it's like you're licensing the game.
You're licensing the game. Yep. Yeah, no, you're licensing
like
the
I said,
game.
I just think like the comparison to justify the fact that they only came out with one game. Well, look at PS5. It's like, so you're comparing a shit show that was not in their control of a worldwide pandemic versus the choice Nintendo chose to only come out with one fucking game.
Because they want to have the other games come out in the fall for when because they want it to be a big seller during Christmas. So, or the holiday season. Like they want that they want to do that. So that's why they're but Nintendo fans are not going to care. They're going to be like, oh, let's throw out one of our best-selling games, in or franchises in terms of like Mario Kart / Mario World, and then that'll tide them over for 3 months, and then start trickling out more games in the holiday season, and then it's like, okay, it's the same thing. It's just, and then like you said, the PS5, like. COVID made it a shit show. Like no one was prepared for a world shutdown, especially that like during that launch, and it still sold very well, all things considered. But it just, to me, like, and then this, and I understand, like, you could argue, like, UIs didn't really change between like the Xbox One and the S or whatever it is, but like, or PS4 to PS5, but I've seen like it's nearly identical. The UI is nearly identical to where like you can't even distinguish one from the other.
No. PS4 UI and PS5 UI are completely
Oh no, I know. I mean, but I'm saying like one could argue the way it's like set up. I'm just saying if someone wants to do that, it would be a poor argument. But I'm saying like comparing, that is like it's just the UI. It's like they didn't even try with the UI. They just said, let's give them the same thing. And,
I'm gonna add another
Switch 1 Pro. That's basically what this is.
I'm gonna add another big bitch to your argument. I'm ride or die with you right now. The other thing too, right, is that like when they did their like announcement and everything, they spent a decent chunk of time. Besides the C is for chat button. Don't get me started on that. But the other thing was they're like. But then they're also like, Cyberpunk and this game, that, and it was just like, okay, Cyberpunk? That's a 2020 game.
Yeah.
Like, give me a fucking break.
I mean, it's 5 years old. It's 5 years old,
like,
and it's cool to play like a third-party game.
But the other thing, it was another game that was like 3 years old and stuff like that. It was just like, and Nintendo fanboys super fucking excited about it. It's like, why are you excited about a game that Yeah, it should be able to run a game that's 5 fucking years old. Why are you excited? Give me a fucking...
Exactly. No, I completely agree, and that's the thing is like, and you know, I don't know much about like the ins and outs, but from what I was, to my understanding, you know, the software hardware in the Switch 1 was like 7 years old by the time it came out, so it was like so far behind that any other system. It's like, you know, but Nintendo, you know, it's like they know that they're gonna get, you know, their hardcore fans. They know they have a base.
So the Switch came out in 2017, but the NVIDIA chipset that they had in it was not developed for that. It was a 2015 chip that they developed for a handheld. NVIDIA created a handheld and called NVIDIA Shield, and completely flopped. They were sitting on a shit ton of these chipsets, and so Nintendo got them for cheap. So even though it came out in 2017, it was a 2015 chipset.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was already like a chip that was 2 years old. So it's like, you know, it speaks to when I saw the price of the Switch 2. That's really cool. I wouldn't even necessarily get one, right? But if I were to like eventually get one, you know, I would consider it. But I'm like $450 for essentially a Switch Pro, where there's, you know, yeah, it's a pretty good graphical upgrade. But right now at launch, you're not getting anything. You're just getting Mario Kart. And it's like, that's all you're getting. Plus,
I will say it's not a Switch Pro. It is a massive jump from the Switch. But my thing is, right, is that if you look at the specs of it, it's like, okay, so third-party games, like, and I'm talking about like current, not 5 years old, okay, right? You're going to be running them low to medium, right? What happens in 2 years? Those things that the Switch 2 is going to fucking chug. It's not. You're going to be playing things in low, and then the argument comes back. Well, in 3 years they'll have a Switch 2 Pro. And it's like, that's not an argument for the current Switch 2 specs for that price point.
Right.
Saying, well, in 2 years they'll have a Pro, so you can lay out what, $700
now? And buy more later.
Because like your console should last at least 5 years keeping up with things.
Exactly.
PCs are built for 10 years.
It is barely going to be able to play modern third-party AAA.
Yeah, and that's, yeah, you're 100% correct, because, and that's my biggest problem, is like, Nintendo's doing exactly what they did with the Switch 1. Their technology that they have, you know, granted, to be fair, it is cool to have a powerful handheld system on the go. That is very cool. However, that's not going to be how most people play it, because not only
it doesn't have longevity.
Yep, exactly.
Right, the battery life is what, like 2 hours, 2-3 hours, maybe, if you're lucky.
I'm not going to judge them on the battery life, because there's a lot of things that come into play with battery life. But the thing is that my thing is like the whole thing, like saying, oh, it can do things in 4K or 60 FPS and stuff like that. But here's the thing: if the game is basically, because you're not going to be able to go in and be like, you know, tweak the settings and stuff like that. If they are lowering the quality of the game for it to hit 4K or 60 FPS and stuff like that, that's great. You're going to have a 4K 60 FPS shitty looking game.
Yeah, basically.
Because like they don't get like, there's multiple
Hold on a second, everybody. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but hey, everybody, if you're watching my stream, thank you for being here. Hope you're having a great night. Get it that thumbs up, maybe like and subscribe. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh,
sorry
hold
about
on,
that.
everybody. Hold on, everybody. I have to do my announcer. Hey, all you Blaqksheep fans. Blaqksheep wants you to like and subscribe. He wants to thank you for watching him. What will he play next? We'll have to wait and see.
Also,
I'm done.
I'm gonna be cutting those out so I can use them. Hope you just know that. Hope you know that.
Why did you use your phone sex voice? Like, what was that?
That's a promo for Blaqksheep right there. That's a joke.
It's been an on and off joke tonight with this
Yeah.
I've been doing it.
I'm sure that. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Wait. I mean, I knew what you were doing, but I was like, that's funny. Like right away, I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
I'm narrating his life.
I nearly laughed.
Yeah.
I'm narrating his live stream.
Yep.
Don't panic. Blaqksheep is here. And he is a sheep that will be keeping you on for
but
sure.
no, no.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And the thing is like, again, I understand the defending of Nintendo to an extent, you know, because I'm not going to sit here and, you know, say like, oh, well, I defend Microsoft and Sony. It's like, I like them better.
Yeah,
Have they done anti-consumer stuff? Of course they have. Every company has. Every single company has. Whether it's, you know, I mean, that's across the board. In whether it's video games or TVs or whatever you purchase, that's just sometimes companies fumble. I mean, look what GameStop did. Somehow they stayed afloat for years on end, but they still were, you know, I mean, they still did anti-consumer stuff, and yet people still, you know, go to them because I think they're staying afloat because more of nostalgic reasons than actually quality of their company. But
well,
nevertheless,
not for nothing though, the whole Robin Hood, everybody like, like that really actually like gave them a boost that really extended their life.
Oh, absolutely. No, I completely agree. I actually, I mean, I kind of wish it wasn't, you know, GameStop, but I like what they did. I like that aspect of it because of the way, you know, the investments go and stuff like that. Like I liked, but you know, I wish it wasn't GameStop because you know you realize more and more, you know, but then again, you know, but that's you know, so I get that part, but again, with Nintendo, it just, when it came out, like, you know, oh, you're gonna pay $450, and then you're gonna pay $80 for a digital version, and then you're gonna pay $90 for a physical version, which is even really physical. It's just the data of the game that you have to put onto your system.
Those are the third-party ones, not the first-party.
Well, fair.
The first party are actually going to be like the physical first party are physical. It's the third parties that are not.
Those are like the key ones, the ones that
the third parties are the keys.
Okay.
But
even still, it's just like that notion to me, like, you know, and then that gives, you know,
it's the illusion of physical.
Yeah.
It's the illusion of it.
Exactly. It's the illusion. It's not, it's never gonna, we're, you know, like I was saying last night, and, you know, I'm part of the, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say I don't like digital. I do. I actually prefer it now more over physical because of the convenience of it, of having to not switch games and stuff, and just the
destroying discs.
And if you own multiple, or there's people in a household that have their own and stuff like that, a physical, you would literally have to move the disc to like the next console and stuff like that. And if you want to play with somebody else in the household, right, you have two, let's say, PS5s, then you have to have two of the physicals versus digital. You don't have to do that. So there's a lot of like, there's pros and cons on both sides.
Exactly. I mean, but for me, you know, that to me is just like, you know, when they started with the whole, you know, buy upgraded version of whatever, that to me, like, I think that was more on, well, I don't want to say more on the...
Sony's done that too, though.
Oh, they have. No, that's what I'm saying. It's Sony. Like, Sony did that with Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West. Like, they pretty much, like, they were the...
No, they walked that back. They were going to do that, but they...
Oh, they did walk it back. That's right.
Well, you know what's actually funny about it, though, is that before they decided to walk it back, if you, because it's $10 more for the... Okay, so after they walk it back, here's the funny thing. So, for Forbidden West, if you bought the PS4 version, it was $60, the PS5 version was $70. They walked back to $10. So it was a free upgrade. So myself and everybody else, we didn't buy the PS5 version. We bought the PS4 version and got the free upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, and that's yeah. So it's one of those things, and again, so yeah, I mean, and Sony was the, even though they walked it back, they still kind of, you know, they now have a $70 price point.
They did do it with a few games, but it wasn't as big as what
Nintendo. And Nintendo's just so brazen about it. Like, it's like, I don't like companies that are not only, like, you know, have anti-consumer stuff, but they do it in, like, a cocky way. They do it in a way where it's like, we not only don't respect you, but we're going to do it because we know you're going to do it anyway. Like, you may complain about it, you may do whatever, but you're still going to pay that upgrade because you want to play Legend of Zelda in 4K. That's what you want. So we know that. So we're not gonna walk into.
I'm not a Sony pony, but in defense, like, Sony didn't do that with a shit ton of games, or whatever. The ones that, like, they didn't, like, with the $10, it wasn't just you could play it with, you know, with 60 frames, whatever. The games were like an overhaul. Like, you weren't just getting an upscale.
Right. You were getting, like, a legit, you know, like 100% legit upgrade. It's almost, I mean, granted, I have not played the remastered version of The Last of Us, but from what I saw in, like, the reviews and stuff, it seemed like they did more of an overhaul, not just graphically, but, like, they took what they did in Last of Us 2 and brought it over in Last of Us 1, the way you upgraded and stuff. So they kind of they tweaked it more.
So though the remaster of that wasn't a $10 thing. They were, like, reselling the game.
That was right.
So, like, for instance, Horizon Forbidden West, the PS4 version has, you know, cutscenes and stuff, where the PS5 version, the scenes that you're seeing are rendering in real time. They're not cutscenes.
Oh, okay.
Like, that's a big freaking difference.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, that's like,
I knew he was,
you know, to me that's it's one of those. It's kind of those, like,
my favorite.
A parallel argument can be made, like, you know, because I mean, I know, like, there's plenty of movies that get remade, and I watch, like, reviewers online, and they ask the question, does this warrant a remake? Like, did this warrant a remake, or could you go and just watch the original and still appreciate it? Like, did they add enough originality to where it could stand on its own, but also it's more of a retelling / you know, remake or reboot, or however you want to classify it. And that, to me, is the same way when it comes to a video game. Like, is it worth the
like,
remaster?
Forbidden West came out, it was cross-gen.
Yeah, well,
but there was, like, big difference, because also the PS4 version, you know, everything's capped at 30 and things like that. It was the PS5, you know, if you wanted to run it to look pretty versus performance, you know, always 60 over, you know, looking pretty. But if you chose to, like, run it looking pretty, it was running with ray tracing. this isn't a it's not just a throwing it out there $10 upgrade for upscaling like what Nintendo's doing.
Right, and that's my biggest, and that's one of my biggest issues. It's like, what would be nice, and what I think Nintendo, like, I'd be more in favor of it if, let's say, Nintendo, like, just for sake of argument, they did launch with a $10 upgrade, but in that upgrade, you get like a trailer or something that is, an exclusive to those people. That is like a trailer for the next Zelda game, or something that is like, something that is a little bit of a tease, or just an announcement of a, hey, because you're doing this, when the next Zelda comes out, it's going to be at this price point if you upgrade, because we are, so you don't have to buy the game twice. So let's just say the next Zelda game is $60 instead of $70 because you bought the $10 upgrade.
I don't think they would have to like include something like that, but the $10 upgrade to me, it's not a it just unlocks with the upscaling. Like, it should be that $10 upgrade. It should be like, wow, like this is like the work was put into it. It was native, like they put more detail. Like, it feels like the next, like the current gen. Like, it feels like it. It's not a so now you'll see it like with 60 frames instead of 30. Like, it's just and upscaling like to 4K and stuff. It's not the same as native.
Right.
And I don't think there's anybody in this room right now that would white knight for upscaling versus native over native.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll upscale my native to make it even better.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta be on mute for a minute, but I'll be right back.
To me, I don't play Nintendo games, and I already own Cyberpunk and shit, so
yeah,
I'm good.
I feel ya.
My brother bought my Nintendo Switch 2 and said, "Who's the best brother in the world?" And I was so happy about it.
That's actually
well, you know what? Honestly, if you're a fan of Nintendo games, more power to you. I'm not knocking it. It's just that that's the only reason to buy a Switch 2 is that you want to play the first party. And I know they're going to have like a couple third-party exclusives and stuff like that, but overall, if you're not into first-party Nintendo games, there's really no reason whatsoever to buy a Switch.
Uh-oh. I think I have a problem with one of my legs. There's a big cut in it. And this is fresh blood on my blanket.
Well, why don't you go on mute and get your mom to take a look?
I tried doing that. She said, "Don't get me up for nothing." And I felt kind of bad.
I found no help for that.
I really don't want to piss her off.
Oh yeah, games like
Hey,
this.
she's supposed to take care of you.
Yeah, I know, but I want to take care of her too. She has a
Doesn't it seem like, I mean, it looks pretty and cartoony and stuff like that, but didn't it look kind of empty?
Think a little bit.
Is there meat right there?
Like, not a lot going on. No, there's a lot going on in the game itself.
Like the space and everything, but like, as far as like NPC things or just things just happening along the side, it just seemed, I don't know, to me it just kind of seems
That's all the
empty.
in-between shit just themselves look fine.
I said, it's not my cup of tea, so, you know, I just thought it looked like...
I'm just getting tired of hearing about the Switch 2.
I don't know.
Every time someone brings the Switch 2, I want to go out and just punt kick an infant.
Punt kick?
Well, in that case, I'm gonna start talking about it now because I hate kids.
If the next time I see a kid, I'm drop kicking them and stealing their Switch 2.
Good.
Drop kick there, baby.
Fuck them kids.
I'm all for that, Fuka, because that actually backs up my argument about that price point thing with kids. So you go do that.
Yeah, like, Robo, hear me out. What they're gonna do, the news will get involved. This guy, this person, ran up to me, drop kicked me, and took my Switch.
This giant feral raccoon took my Switch.
Yeah, and they'll be like, what the fuck? And then people will be upset. And then someone will come along, or Nintendo will come along. Oh, hey, kitty, here's the Switch that this mean person took from you. It's morally okay to steal a Switch from a little kid, though we should get one in return.
Yeah, so you'll get a Switch, and they'll get a Switch anyway. So
yeah, they'll get a Switch anyway. So.
In the end, you're both happy.
You're paying it forward.
Yeah, paying it forward.
Yeah,
I'm helping them get attention to get a Switch.
And you still get the satisfaction of job kicking them.
Yeah, manufactured, pay forward. Yeah.
And you still get that satisfaction of drop kicking that little shit.
Yeah.
You still win in the end.
Yeah, it's morally okay.
They only got a Switch. You got to drop kick them and got a Switch.
Yeah.
Who wins?
Win, win, win. All around.
What? How did you survive this long? What do you mean he hits you too? No, he fucking
It's,
misses.
you know, I get Fuka, you know, at the same time, you know, it's the new toy on the
fucking
you know,
enemy hits
so
you.
there's that too.
Well, dude, didn't he beat all the DLC for Dark Souls?
Here's the upside though. It is tentative, but in a month or two, when everybody's like, I'm done playing my Mario Kart machine, right? People will stop talking about it, and then in the fall, when other games drop, you'll hear it again. But you'll get a slight break in a month when people are done playing their Mario Kart machine.
How are you?
Oh, that's all the first Switch was for me.
A Mario Kart machine?
Yeah.
They didn't give it to me.
Huh. Really? America.
See, when it came out, well, with Breath of the Wild, and it looked beautiful, it looked a lot of fun and stuff like that. But I was like, I'm not gonna buy a console just to play one game. To justify me to get a Switch, I have to want 5 games that are exclusive to the Switch. And I only got to 3, so I never got a Switch.
Well, flamethrower tank.
Huh?
I want a flamethrower tank.
And it was the 2 Zelda ones and Mario Wonder. Those are the only 3 games that tempted me on a Switch, but it had to be 5.
Come on. You're supposed to negate the axe.
Oh, Robo, could you message me in DMs what you meant by that last thing?
Uh-huh.
Now, those sigils
Oh, from earlier?
Yeah.
Oops.
Like even your pattern, like
Getting this bitch. I need more ice from a drink. Be right back.
Just whipping and just like no pattern, just button mashing. Like you would think he just started gaming like a few years ago. Because like the newer generations, the kids, they don't. Oh God, but they don't. These brutal games they're not used to. He's just sitting there like he's never picked up a controller before.
What the?
And he just fucking. He wanted a hand job from the skeleton. I don't know. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him.
Fuck! I look 1 second. I leave the fucking stream chat. Come on.
Yeah, have a good night. We're in the tail end. I end at 2:30, Jeff. It's good seeing you, dude.
I don't know how I got it, but I got the clock. Maybe I can.
Castlevania movie? I don't want a movie. I want a reboot of the game. I don't want a movie. They've already done enough with like the Netflix and shit like that. They should take the goodwill they got from that and make a good fucking AAA Castlevania game.
Freeze death and fuck him up.
It ain't gonna freeze. You don't freeze the bosses, Phil.
It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work. I think it actually mitigated some of the damage that you took.
Clock doesn't work on dead. So what's the point of having the item in the stage then?
It's called learning the gameplay, Phil.
They put a fucking clock in the stage that doesn't work on the boss. Great. There's nothing I can do when you're throwing that much at me at once, you stupid game.
Y'all still here?
Yeah, I think the Knights, what do they take, 8 hits?
I am
They
here.
only have 4 hits. The Knights,
Cool.
I think,
Okay.
take 8.
I wasn't sure because like I was in a weird area in my my work, so I wasn't sure where everyone had gone. Everyone was so quiet.
Another.
Well, Kane, yeah, like think about, look at Castlevania 64. They had the right idea where they had.
Man, I feel like I'm outside.
And just so like
with the animals in here.
In the atmosphere, but yeah, they just stepped.
Yeah, I was trying to tell.
That game got lukewarm because it just was half baked. Castlevania 64.
Mr. Awesome, I was trying to tell Robo that I'm dragging you to do a food review.
Treated back to. I mean, they had like the PS2 Lamont of
Oh,
Innocence.
you're doing a food review?
I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, I was doing like an impromptu one today, and then yesterday, I mean, and the next time I go out to go do like Japanese eating or food, whatever I'm trying to like get like specialty wise, like I'm gonna drag Mr. Awesome.
That's why they came out with that other, I forgot the name of the other Castlevania game, which was essentially the same game as 64, but it worked with the expansion pack for higher resolutions. And you got to play as some
That'll be fun.
That's why it came out, because essentially Castlevania 64 was unfinished, and that was the finished version of it.
That's a can.
They could have taken that
and
tweaked it, polished it, and I still to this day feel that Castlevania would be where the Soul series is now, but they didn't do any of that. Legacy of Darkness, yeah. There was Lamont of Innocence, then there was another 6th gen Castlevania.
Let's keep it going.
That was in the same.
But yeah, what are you up to tomorrow?
Lamont of Innocence. I didn't like
Mr.
that.
Awesome.
I like that even less than Lamont.
Well,
of
Mr.
Innocence.
Awesome.
Forgot the name of that.
Mr. Awesome.
That one actually came to the original
Wait,
Xbox too.
What are you up to?
What I do?
Innocence was only on
Working.
PS2.
I work this weekend.
Oh, that sucked.
Oh my god.
Because Robotalk might come over.
That's half the time.
Probably coming over tomorrow. Later in the day. You should come through.
Like,
Mr.
Lords of
Robo
Shadow,
will
the
be with
first one,
me.
I
We're gonna be
liked,
in the area.
but I still think it went too much into the like.
You're in the area? The hell's that here?
Got it. Look at
His daughter's dance recital.
Oh.
Nice.
just felt like a 3D Metroid. It's hard to explain. At least a lot of
The second PS2 game was Castlevania's first Castlevania I beat.
Yeah. I because of their poor execution, like, oh, that's not what people want. No, it's what people wanted. Just didn't give it to them right the first time around. And honestly, as much as I agree with what critics about, I don't think Castlevania is. There's actually videos on it now. People like, oh yeah, this game wasn't that bad. It wasn't. It definitely has issues, but it's take a vehicle.
Pretty darn close, and I think it's a good run to do a save state. This is World Trade.
Yes. No, she did. I thought she did lots of innocence, not Curse of Darkness. That was Mashuri Yamane. Yeah, the GBA games are good. The story is good. In the year 2030, tracking this princess challenge shit like your front door. Get ready, ninja! Oh my god. But I wish to this day, even if they want to keep making Metroid games, I like the art style of Blasphemous. Not that I want the Blasphemous route, but if you look at like this Castlevania and the NES was I don't like that they went from this like gothic look, which I loved here, to that anime. I understand the inspiration part of it was from the anime Vampire Hunter theme, but they stuck with like the gothic.
Everybody survived. Everybody survived. Everybody survived. Yeah. Murder Squad.
Are there any games y'all are excited for? Coming out like Resident Evil.
100% Resident Evil. Especially after the showing they did.
Oh, was that from the State of Play?
Yeah.
Basically was Castlevania 64 was the rough draft.
Nice.
Oh, that was the Castlevania, first Castlevania. Come on! I didn't like the ones for the Xbox.
I'm coming for you! Legacy of Darkness goes
for shit.
Dude, yeah, imagine Miyazaki make a Castlevania game.
When's Resident Evil coming out? The new one?
Next year.
February 26th?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
No, it's it looks good, and it looks like they are, you know, going back to the survival horror that was Resident Evil, you know, 1 through 4. Right, so,
Yeah.
And Code
Let's see what it's all about.
What game have you played where the enemy can't hit you? If they made it that you're touching death, he's done. How does that even make sense to you? Like, you're making him. Why would he damage you?
Yeah.
Knowledge?
See my response.
It's so quiet, Fuka.
Oh, I was typing.
Holy shit.
If you would like to call me the Banana King, next time when Fuka streams, I'll throw some bananas at him.
Oh, so what up, Jim? How's it going? Welcome.
What up?
Still chilled. Slamming food into my mouth because
I use fucking NVIDIA broadcast. Every time I join a VC, I have to physically go into the Discord settings, reselect my microphone, even though it's already selected.
Oh,
and hit the
Jesus.
test mic, or it acts like my mic's not plugged in.
That sucks,
it's called
dude.
Discord not. It's called Discord not fixing the program. We all know about that one.
That sucks.
Oh my god, he's still going.
That's annoying.
He's still
chilling.
Discord.
Currently, I'm live on YouTube and Twitch.
And here, I'm getting ready to have the magic herd.
He's still going.
I'm trying not to green out. Again.
No, I feel that though.
Are you finally alright?
Just kidding. It's just hot in my room.
I feel like, bro, I feel like a dick. It's one of my best friend's birthdays today, and I almost forgot because of all the shit I've been dealing with this month.
Hey man, listen, my best friend, literally, his birthday was last, 30th, last month, right? You know, I was LARPing. Then the next night we went out. But still, on his birthday, we ended up canceling everything that we were. It was stupid. Stupid. But yeah.
My birthday's in less than a month.
Mine is on the 23rd.
This month?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it'd be hilarious if I could fucking slam around directly into a, I'd love to slam a tank round into a fucking airplane. That'd be great. Yeah. Get that on fucking, I'd clip the shit out of that. That's for sure. Oh, God. Oh, hello, Mr. Tank.
You're gonna be an old man, Blaqksheep.
Don't tell me I'm gonna be an old man. Do you even remember how old I am?
Yeah, you're the same age as me. You're 34.
Yep.
You're gonna be 35.
That is a fact.
That's why I'm calling you an old man, because you're technically older than me by like a week. A week and a couple days. So I'm like, so I can call you an old man.
I'll be older than you, son.
I know.
Are you winning yet? Are you winning?
That was one of the first. Like, I remember that from like one of the first times we talked. Remember, like that was. Dude, can you believe we've been talking for over a year now? That's insane.
That's been fucking a good fucking crazy year.
Hold on, everybody. It's narration time. Hey, all you Blaqksheep fans. Blaqksheep is contemplating his life and getting an AARP card.
Oh, God,
now he's getting real nostalgic. What do you all think? I fucking love it.
Fucking, we feel like grandpa shit. I passed Unk and fucking. I passed Unk and went straight to fucking like grandpa's ass, bro. Damn.
Would you like that?
Damn.
Man?
I just fucking
really old.
dropped my shit
Jim,
down.
It's been an on and off joke tonight with Blaqksheep stream that I'm randomly narrating. Its audience, just for shits and giggles.
I can't tell how many people are watching us right now. On my stop spot, like, in front of me. Sorry, everybody who's watching. God damn, I am.
Oh, you're on a live stream.
Oh yeah. Fire in my meat shed, my meat shed.
We're in the meat shed.
Yeah, Blaqksheep's meat shed. Yo. Sometimes
I hear about that, and all I hear it, and all I can think of when I hear that is like that movie Blaqksheep from 2006. The horror movie where it's like these people are essentially like they're were-sheep. Like people get bit by the sheep and then they turn into a sheep themselves, like werewolves.
Oh god. Oh no. Not one of those those movies. Jeez.
It was amazing. No, it came out in 2006 though. It was like a New Zealand movie.
Yeah,
it was
sounds like it would be something like that. Indie as fuck, right?
Sorta, but not really.
Hey man, it's all it needs good. It's a director, yes. Every movie needs a director though, so regardless of if it's an indie. I was actually in an indie movie.
Yeah, this one was more. This one was more of like a decent thing. Like this movie, I know it made like $5 million at the box office.
Damn, son.
And it got pretty good reviews. From
they got the Cheddar Award.
It was that Chris Farley movie.
Yeah.
No, not the Chris Farley one. No, that's a different movie. This is a New Zealand movie by a guy named Jonathan King.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this dude basically lives on a sheep farm with his older brother, but one day he decides to kill the sheep, and then this one dude ends up developing a crippling phobia of sheep. But then they infiltrate this lab and release a deformed mutant lamb that bites this guy, and so this guy starts turning into a sheep, but now you have this mutant were-sheep that can turn people into sheep running around.
That's funny.
It is.
A little ridiculous, but funny.
It is. The dude that directed it only ever made like 3 movies.
Really?
Yeah, supposedly in 2024 it was announced that a sequel was in the works, but I haven't heard much more about that. He made a couple other films. One was called Under the Mountain, and the other one was called The Tattooist.
That's interesting. So, you playing any games lately? What games are you interested in there, Jim?
I've been playing Deadly Premonition 2 and replaying through Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah, nice. You see the summer what is that? The summer games, the thing that Jay was putting on today, the watching. Is there any of the games coming out? You like any of those that came out?
Anything that's coming, what, like recently?
Yeah.
I like the Silent Hill 2 remake, and I'm looking forward to Silent Hill out.
Okay.
It seems like it'll be really good. Resident Evil 9 I look forward to. That one seems like it could be really good as well.
Yeah, people were saying that looked really good.
Yeah.
I tend to make my own opinions on games nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you should do always.
I feel like back in the day you could rely on reviewers and stuff like that, but now everybody has too many first thing must be in life, too many
biased
crazy
opinions.
Yeah, but really biased and just gross opinions that make no sense.
Misrepresented.
The stream friendly term for it.
I say a bunch of fucked up words, bro. There's no. Bro, I'll drop the N-bomb. I don't give a fuck. I'm black, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay.
But
no.
You know.
I was basically saying I hate all the anti-woke shit with games nowadays. I'm just like, let me play my fucking game. I don't care about what they've done to what or who's done what to who or what got swapped where. I just want to enjoy the goddamn game.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
I'm gonna put my admin hat on because I really don't want to ever have to deal with this. Like, you know that you can drop that N-bomb 8 weeks from Sunday, just not in this Discord. Thank you. For the love of fucking God.
I figured this is like to be probably would be the one place you would want to anyway.
Yeah.
We don't do. We avoid as much as possible rules for thee, but not.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, it's also this.
He said stream friendly, and I'm responding to that.
This I can get why we have it. This server's definitely like an overly public Discord with probably people of all ages and different things.
No,
it's not that. No, I'm saying and for my stream, not for this place, but for my stream, I've said other words that you know people would usually not say.
There are some words like that are attached to, you know, I don't know, being racist. So it is not allowed. It's kind of common sense. So.
Yeah, no shit. My point saying I've said stuff on my stream before. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying in here or anything, or specifically saying what location, but I think you get that.
And technically, Blaqksheep.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, the paperwork does say that you're white.
It doesn't matter. I'm still thin-cone black. They'd still hang me in the tree if I went to a rally.
I was gonna say this man looks pretty dark to me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's. Was it your birth certificate or something?
Yeah, my birth certificate says that I'm white.
Yeah, so
maybe he got maybe he got a fake birth certificate.
No, they thought I was white. They really did. I came out white. Like they really thought I was gonna be white, and then they're like, no.
That's the joke. The technical, the paperwork says.
No. Yeah, the paperwork says. The paperwork says. You know what I mean?
He changed his name to White Sheep for a minute.
Yeah.
There wasn't a while we did call it the White Sheep meat shed.
Yeah.
When we found that out, we did play with it for a bit.
Uncle Sam, what up, brother? Welcome. I see the chat now. My chat that's funny. Yo, my chat actually dropped after Review Tech USA just ended, right? It went to my own stream. Gotta love it. Fuck that dude. 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 He's shooting my guys out of the sky. I'm coming to fuck you in the butthole now. No lube. Here's a grenade.
Say no lube.
Yes.
You're raw dogging it.
I'm raw dogging it with grenade. And if you think about those words, that means I'm raw dogging technically something that nobody wants to bang. Because grenade, if you think about it, when you ever watch Jersey Shore, you know, if you answer that question, yes, then you would know what a grenade is. Oh my god. This is just so funny.
With Kyle Crane again? I didn't know about that.
Hey yo.
Adam, 100%.
We are shooting bushes now, huh? We're autoing right into bushes. Yep. Auto fire, bushes. Who's winning? Who's winning?
Let's talk about movie Blaqksheep.
What up?
Movie. Actually, I went to. I should do a. See, I want to do a movie night of it, but I have to figure out how I would play DVD. My favorite blaxploitation film, Black Shampoo. Fantastic.
Holy shit, I can't believe we just won. PUBG. Yo. Like,
there's actually there's a seller on Amazon that actually sells an art silk wall poster.
If I had to pick one of my favorite blaxploitation films, and only saying this because of the title of the movie, it'd probably have to be Coonskin. That movie is fucking hilarious.
Well, who made it?
Ralph Bakshi. It was made in like the 70s. It's basically you have this dude this old dude played by Scatman Crothers that's telling fables about bear, fox, and rabbit in like 70s Harlem. It's very similar to like Fritz the Cat, where it's like criticizing the era, criticizing racism, but it's also at the same time a very it's a very adult animated movie at the same time.
No, like,
mine's about a hot black hairdresser that owns a salon and bangs his client.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
And then falls in love with his receptionist within like 3 hours, and she's like involved with, I don't know, some like mafia thing, and it gets very stupid. Oh, but there's also like 2 other hairdressers. They're a couple, this gay couple, and they have an old-fashioned Western barbecue, and there's this whole other thing. Yeah.
Welcome,
anyway,
Sam.
mine's stupid. Mine is stupid and hilarious.
Hey, you know, Scatman Carruthers was on Transformers the movie.
Really?
Yep, he was one of the Autobots.
No shit. That's cool.
Yeah, and when I heard he died about during the time he did the Transformers movie after I don't know how many years, it was pretty harsh on me.
It's not like you were his best friend. I mean, or like it sucks when people die in general, but don't let it harp on it. It sucks when especially, but if you ever had like a super close connection with them, they like messaged you and shit, I could understand. You know what I mean? Then I could feel like, bro, that would really, really suck. But don't harp on it.
Speaking of, guess who died? Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman?
Yeah, Gene Hackman died.
Yeah, wasn't that a long time ago?
Yeah, I just like to.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah, that was
a long time ago.
That was the thing.
Oh my god. You're ridiculous.
I like someone passed away recently.
It is so fucking hot in my house right now. It is making me feel some sort of way. Oh shit.
Oh, Casey Kasem was on the Transformers movie before he abandoned his post of being a U.S. spokesperson.
I am putting something in the side chat that's very important for you all to look at. There you go.
Aww. I like Gene Hackman. I've seen some of his movies. My mom kind of got a dozen of his movies.
Yeah. Oh, that felt so good to have nice cool water. My mom ended up getting this like ice maker, and this thing just blows it out of the water, fucking making crazy ass ice. Good, finally.
Y'all like my queso background?
Yo, I didn't know what the fuck it was. I was like, that's just a face. Where did the homie go? There he is.
It's fucking queso. No, I was telling my brother. I was telling my brother I'm not hanging out with this guy anymore. This one guy IRL anymore because I learned from his younger brother that he's unfortunately still on drugs.
That's understandable. I did that to my best friend.
Well, I
like
kind of
5 years.
figured that. I
For like 5
kind of
years.
figured this. I kind of figured this when another friend was telling me that this dude was going to my other friend's ex sugar daddy and trying to say that like I was doing drugs with him at my house and shit, which like did not happen at all in any way.
It didn't happen. I didn't do it. He is lying.
But again, you know, when shit like I don't care what kind of rumor it is. When a rumor like that starts going around, I nip that shit in the bud while I can.
So
because
you're an
most people
adult
know I
about
don't do
it?
that shit.
So you're an adult
Yeah, exactly.
about it?
Like
You handle it like a man?
Yeah. Basically, what I usually do is I know the person themselves is gonna lie. Obviously, an addict's not gonna be honest. Like that.
Yeah, by the way, you do
What
know
I
it's
do- what I
recording
do-
here. Just to give you a heads up, everything's being recorded here. Just, you know.
Yeah, that's why I'm not using names and shit.
Good shit. I was just making sure that you understood that, you know, because some people don't recognize it.
Yeah, that's why I asked earlier. I don't use names and shit, so that way it's just another story on the internet.
Yeah. Good shit, good shit.
But yeah, no,
This motherfucker shooting
I
my
guess,
guys.
I guess, you know, when it comes to that shit, I just tend, like you said, I tend to be an adult. I go to the dude's younger brother, you go, hey, I'm hearing this. I don't want any drama, but I need to know some details about this if you know anything. If there is shit, then I hear it. If there isn't, then it's whatever.
Yeah.
I hate drama. Oh no, Fuka Kakaka left.
Hello? Luca keeps going in and out. I don't know why.
Probably their internet. I'll smoke this green soon.
It's
Play
fire.
soon. Assassin's Creed.
Hey, you like war games?
Depends on what it is. If it's an FPS, sometimes.
Yeah, it's FPS.
Which war game are you talking about?
I currently am playing Enlisted. It's really good.
You know what my actually, now that I think about it, you know what my favorite war game is? And I'm not even gonna lie, this game made me fucking genuinely fucking cry. Fucking Spec Ops The Line. No game, no war games, no war game sticks in my head like Spec Ops: The Line, dude.
Really?
I know it was like the game seems low budget and corny, but that white phosphorus scene fucking sticks with you. Because again, it goes beyond the concept of, oh, I'm looking at dead bodies in a video game. Now you're presented with this concept that you're supposed to be helping people, and instead you let your own unclear judgment and fight or flight senses get ahead of you and killed a bunch of men, women, and children, and now you have to see the quite literal consequences of that. And it is just so gruesome. And I'm somebody that watches fucking gore and exploitation films and shit. It takes a lot to bother me or do that to me. But the way they presented it and its context and shit was fucked. Trying to think of there was other war games I like. You ever heard of Shell Shock 2 Blood Trails or Shell Shock Nom 67?
Those are
Shell Shock.
Yeah, Shell Shock Nom 67.
Shell Shock is good. The second game fucks with you. Like, the second game, obviously both games take place in, like, Vietnam. The second game, you'll be walking on the 360, you'll be walking past a door that you can't go into, bro, and you'll, like, hear a baby fucking crying. Meanwhile, you have the sounds of gunfire and all these, like, Vietnamese people trying to kill you in the background. It's like almost like a horror game and a war game in one.
Like, you could blow the fuck out of people, too, like blow them up, like...
It's very, I will say this, though, it does look very low budget because it's like a 2007, 2006 360 game.
Yeah, if you watch my stream real quick, you'll see what it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even realize your stream was on your profile. I was looking for it.
Yeah.
It's Enlisted.
Yes, I want to watch. Oh, fucking rounds.
Give every 5 seconds. It's like, dude, I don't want premium. How far do you got your premium?
How the fuck did he get up there? Oh.
So do you archive your streams, or do they kind of just like fade into disexistence?
Well, on YouTube it saves.
Okay.
Yeah, on YouTube it saves, for sure. But on Twitch it doesn't. I don't save
so
it
you're
on
on
Twitch
Twitch right now, then.
I'm on both.
Alright.
I multi-stream. Multi-plat streaming is the best way to go. Like, I'll do motorcycle rides and shit on both. Yeah.
Have you guys heard of
what dog's there?
It's called Mercenaries, like, it's called like Playground Destruction or something like that. It's not
Mercenaries, Playground Destruction. I know Mercenaries and Mercenaries too.
Yeah,
I love those games. I love those games.
Mercenaries 1 and Mercenaries 2 is really good.
Yeah. It was one of those like games where you just like.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh god, I love that track. Yes. Oh no, you didn't.
You sucker gonna play me. You ain't gonna hate me. Yo, you're gonna hate me, yo, man. Black is gonna hate me for saying this, but I'm gonna say while he's on stream, my man's looks like I Show Speed almost.
Oh my god.
He's got the face of I Show Speed.
Nah, I Show Speed has the same face I do. He's just famous.
Yeah, he does.
He's just famous.
Except he contorts himself into a dancing monkey that lights Pikachu fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
He
still
does.
here.
He doesn't.
Hey, check your DMs.
Why did you could just leave again?
She'll be back in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, their internet goes in and out a lot.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I would definitely play Mercenaries again. That's a game I would definitely play. Yo, just fucking absolutely dropping like the most nastiest bombs that you can on like buildings and destroying them all day. All day. That's the way to go. 1000%. Yeah. Hey Angel, what's up? What VR am I? I'm rank 5 VR, just to give you a heads up. Yep. I am a rank BR. I mean V. 5. VR 5. Wow. I'm high as a kite. Don't mind me.
Somebody big art for customers.
Mm.
Sick with my dog. Some like
Russia, whenever the mods randomly leave like that, my autistic ass always has to tell myself it's not me, because I'm one of the autistic people that always goes, is it me?
No, bro, I'd tell you if it's you.
I feel like they would have already said something to me. I can tell that.
I would have said something to you. You're talking to another mod.
Oh, I didn't know you were a mod. I didn't realize that was just some guys that left.
I don't just have my own room for no reason.
Oh shit, I didn't even realize this was a permanent chat. I thought this was like one of those you enter a VC and it just appears chat.
Yeah, no, this is perma chat. Yeah, we you're good, bro. Oh, you're good. On into it.
Nah, bro, this is beautiful.
I fucking died again. Damn. Yeah. So Angel, I'm a rank 5 VC. VR. I mean, fucking. I keep forgetting it's VR. I just
Ryan did up earlier that you let me grind up.
Back to. Hey yo.
We captured the control point. Move out to the next one.
Motherfucker. Oh, you gotta be fucking joking. Can't finger fuck the keyboard. Jump out of the airplane when you do that.
My brother that got me a Switch 2, I would say he
I couldn't hear you. I have a tank. I just ran this dude the fuck over. Never mind. I thought I ran over. That dude was funny. Great.
My brother that got me a Switch 2 actually said that he earned it. He said I earned it. Throughout all the times I've been around. Nice.
Alright, I heard you say this 3 times now. Yeah, that's pretty nice though.
Yeah.
I just want to see when you get it. I want to see what games you're gonna play first.
I do have a lot of games, but I'm not sure. I only have one Switch 2 game and 2 special edition games that are part of the Switch 2.
Nice.
Like Breath of the Wild and Gears of the Kingdom are special editions. They have an upgrade to them to make them pretty nice. But too bad my computer and it's actually my monitor. It's not a 4K monitor. If it was, I'd play it 4K.
Yeah, if I was interested in like in Switch thing, I would actively go and pick one up. The only reason I would ever do Nintendo products is for what's it called? Super Smash.
It was fun. I love Super Smash.
Yeah. Super Smash is so much fun. Back in the day. I wonder how it would be with this new one since the hardware is like more powerful.
Like I was saying, MS was super really like nothing about it really is. It's just like just I could never maybe like one day I'll get it, like I said, but otherwise I'm not going to spend $450 on a system where I can just pay $50 for a PS5. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, it's almost the price of a PS5.
Yeah, I'd rather just buy a new graphics card at that point.
I mean, we're buying a vastly superior system to the PS5, and something that, doesn't even, the industry suit doesn't even hold a candle graphically, even third-party games to PS5. Like, it doesn't. It's not nearly as powerful. And so it's like, what does it have to offer other than 40 games, which is the same game? It's like their version of Madden never used. Essentially a $60 upgrade of video game. Just new graphics. Like Mario World looked cool, but after it loses its its allure of like the open world thing, it probably won't hold much weight.
Oh, they're making a Souls-like game for the Nintendo Switch 2, and it's exclusive to the Nintendo. It's called Dusk Bloods.
Huh. Okay. Heard that one. It seems interesting.
It's a sequel to the Bloodborne, whatever it is, the other.
But again, I'm all for people like if they like it, they can do it. gonna, you know, shit on them, you know, be like, hey, you're wasting your money, or, you know, that's not, you know, if you enjoy it, you enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, it's like you enjoy the games you enjoy. You know.
Yeah, that is a simple term. I like that. It's just that the haters.
I think it's since gone away, but like these console wars, these, you know, stands of these companies, it's like, you know, we get so caught up in defending these multi-billion-dollar companies that generally don't really give a shit about the customer. I mean, rarely do they, I would argue, make, you know, pro-consumer moves. And,
I was threatened by this
you know, they're out to make, their bottom line is to make as much money as possible. Every single company. That's their bottom line. And at whatever cost they need to do it, they will. Whatever they need to, you know, if they need to have a different, you know, go cheap on something, you know, internally, they will.
Hey, Dockster.
So.
Dockster. Well, I've been threatened by this one guy that was a emulator freak. I call him now because he threatened my parents. He told me that if you don't get rid of your Nintendo system and stuff, I'm gonna call your mom and cut her neck. That's how bad some emulator people are. This one was the worst one, named Kenny. I know his real first name, that's all I know.
You know, I like my new place, but the only bummer is, I mean, I love my roommate, but, you know, I have a roommate, so I can't, like, talk with y'all as much as, or as long as I normally could when I was by myself.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But, as I really, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I always enjoy having you here, dude, having conversations with all of you.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I know I'm like usually playing, but
although you gotta go yell at Seal. You gotta go yell at Seals. He's not even in your room. He's in the gaming room.
Or is he in the other one?
Yeah, he's in the other one.
Yeah, he'll be over here later.
Yeah. And
I can't hear Dockster.
Later, I just got home. But, you know, I will deal with
Alright.
Cheap.
See ya. Thanks for hanging out.
Alright, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you know I'm
Seriously.
looking at you. Yeah, man. Alright. And we'll talk
Hey.
with you all later.
Yeah.
Bye.
that. Yeah, that's what I'm about to be out myself. No. It's about that time. I should actually get a full night's sleep.
Ah, you goddamn rat!
Yo, Jim. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you, homie. For sure.
We've taken too many casualties. We lost this battle.
All right, everybody. Thank you for being here. We're gonna end tonight's stream. Have yourselves a fantastic night. All right. Boom. We will see you tomorrow. Uncle Sam, have a good night, man. Hey, I saw that. Yeah, have a good night, bro.